Gregor, you've named your squad to face Wales in the Principality Stadium, but before we get on to that, let's reflect on that Calcutta Cup victory against England. What are your, looking back, what are your reflections on that?
Well, the occasion was tremendous. The scenes at the end of the game, when we managed to hang on for the win, and the noise the crowd were making was incredible. So just to experience that was amazing. But once you get into the detail of it and the review of the game, we know we weren't at our best. And there were areas we did things really well, but there's a lot of areas we can improve.
How important is it to now back up that victory with another positive result against Wales on Saturday?
Well, it's huge. We only play 5 games in this championship, so you've got to make sure you take your opportunities. Last week has set us up now for an even bigger game this weekend in terms of where we could finish in the championship. But last week's result would disappear all the positive feelings if we don't get a win this weekend.
Grant Gilchrist will lead out the team as vice-captain on his 50th cap. What has he brought to Scotland since his debut?
Well, he's been really consistent. He obviously missed a couple of seasons with injury. He was destined to be Scotland captain a number of years ago, and he's certainly one of our leaders. He's vice-captain this weekend. He's very well respected in the group and from us as a coaching group, and he puts his body on the line. He fronts up defensively, clears contact. He's really improved his attacking game, whether that's ball carrying or putting others into space. And he's got real knowledge in the line-out. So it's a credit to him that he will join a select group now that have got 50 appearances for the country.
Only one change in the backs with Sione Tuipulotu coming in. What was the thinking there?
Yeah, we just feel that Sione's form for his club and what we've seen at training and in the game that he played in autumn and off the bench at the weekend put him in a good position to play well this weekend. We also obviously look at the opposition and what they bring and whether that suits certain players for a specific role, and we feel Sione's going to deliver that this weekend.
In the forward, Sam Skinner replaces Jamie Ritchie. Firstly, how is Jamie? And secondly, what will Sam bring to the team?
Yeah, Jamie unfortunately is going to be out for a wee while. He'll miss the championship. He had surgery a couple of days ago on his hamstring, so that went well. And we know we've got players in the squad currently that have had hamstring surgery and came back after a few months and played really well. So that's what we're hoping with Jamie, and we wish him all the best in his recovery. In terms of Sam's played in the back row for us and his club. He's a really experienced set-piece forward that brings a skill set that means he can go between second row and back row. He's got a calming presence about him, and for us over the last season, he's played really well. The game over in Paris was a highlight, but also Australia, and I felt he made a big impact off the bench at the weekend.
And someone who could make their debut this weekend, Rory Darge. How impressed have you been with him this season?
Oh, he has been outstanding. I think the end of the season before, he made a big impact with Glasgow, and he's carried that forward in high-level games this year in Europe and big games in the URC. So yeah, we're delighted that he's involved for the first time, and we see him really having an influence on those final minutes or however long it is in the second half on Saturday.
And just generally, how much are you and the players looking forward to this challenge? And at a full Principality Stadium, it'll be a brilliant occasion, won't it?
Yeah, and I think that the word challenge is very apt. When you play Wales, who are the reigning champions, on the back of a defeat last week, back in front of their supporters in one of the best stadiums in the world, that's a challenge that we all relish, but we know we're going to have to deliver a better performance this week to get the victory.